Hey gang, it's Powerhouse Pam Waters of Maryland Coins TIPIC Study Buddy Group with Kim, who got Delano, Faith, Angela, Charlene. Who else over there, y'all? You know, can't see everybody one time. Angela, that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. Never mind. I was just saying who was here today, Angela. So we're just basically went over vocabularies and concepts today. So Delano, tell me, what is a title insurance producer again?
One that can sell, negotiate, and solicit.
On behalf of which person that hired?
The underwriter or the title insurer.
Title insurer. Okay, so the title insurer is the person who owns the title insurance product, correct?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. So if they're the person who owns the product, who do they submit their rates of premiums to get approved?
The commissioner.
Hi, Sharon. Sharon, we are recording. Just to let you know. The commissioner, the Maryland Insurance Administrator, right?
Yeah.
Administration. Okay, cool beans. So how many days do they wait to see if they have been approved?
30
days. So after the 30 days and they've been approved and they want to change their rates, what do they have to do?
Go back to the MIA.
Go back to the MIA. How old do you have to be a title insurance producer?
18.
18. How many hours of pre-licensing course do you have to take? How many hours?
20.
So when does your license expire?
The end of your birth month.
End of your birth month, but how long does it last?
Oh, 2 years.
Yes. No, you answered the question right, Kim. You answered it right. You answered it right. So how many continued education hours do you have to utilize at your 2 hours after 2 years?
16.
And how many of that has to be ethics?
3.
Okay, cool beans. So the only person in the title insurance producer's office who does not need a license is
Secretary.
Who is the only person that has to sign a deed?
The seller, the lender.
The grantor.
The grantor. It's the same person though, but you're going to more likely see grantor. Hi, the trees. How are you? All right, so the only person that needs to sign a deed is the lender, or I'm sorry, is the grantor, but more like it's the lender or the person who sells their own home, right? If it's a federal tax lien, can that attach to a house?
Yes.
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 A federal.
You said no?
If it's can a federal tax lien attach to the house?
I want to say yes.
Vivian, we just went over this, so you better know the right answer. This is literally what we just talked about.
I thought we said the federal tax lien could attach to a property.
Say that again, Vivian.
Yes. So what's the other option? So if it was just one person, can it attach to the house if it's not a federal tax lien?
No, it attaches to the person that
attaches to the
that
person.
owes. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm going to do sometime is challenge your thought. You got to go into your test knowing for sure, or you're going to choose the right answer, the wrong answer, right?
Right.
So if you say answer, you got to be confident. Vivian, you should have been confident in your answer. You was like, no, mommy. Okay, so.
So when we said yes, was that right?
If it's a federal tax lien, it can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It can, but if it's against just one person, it doesn't attach to the house. It has
It just attached to the person,
to both people, in order for it to happen. So if you misappropriated your funds, what is the penalty? The trust money.
50,000
and 1 year in jail.
or both.
$50,000 imprisonment up to 1 year or both. Because y'all all talking over talking. I'm gonna start calling names so it can be more clear. Don't worry about it. So the tree starts smiling. She said, "Oh, please don't call me. Please don't call me." So Latrice, what's a deed? I'll give you an easy one.
No,
What
I
is a
was
deed?
laughing at Miss Kim. Hi,
Oh.
Miss Eddie. I missed y'all.
Oh, I know, it's been a minute. So Latrice, what's a deed? Really? What is a
Right.
deed?
It's a promise. It's like a promissory note to pay.
What? Okay, wrong.
Oops.
Who wants to tell her what a deed is?
It's a proof of transfer of ownership.
Right. It's a proof of the transfer of the ownership. Like you go to CVS, you get a
That's
receipt.
what I said.
No, that is not what you said.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm trying not to look at my notes. I'm trying to go off the top of my head.
That was not what you said.
I know.
So y'all, what's the word we can give Latrice that she can't go against what her original position was?
Say that again.
It can't renege.
Estoppel. Somebody said
Estoppel.
Angela said it.
You said
Okay.
it, Angela?
I said it. I learned that from Kim.
Yes, that means you can't go back against what your original position was. And she tried to switch up on us, y'all. So the legal way is estoppel. E-S-T, what is it? E-S-T-O-P-P-E-L, whatever it is. The key word is right there in the middle of there. Stop, right? What type of person needs to have fiduciary characteristics? Hi, Tangy.
The trustee.
Trustee. Because what does fiduciary mean, Angela?
Trust. Integrity.
Trustworthy,
Trust.
integrity. Because you
Yeah.
handling the money, you can't be embezzling that stuff, right?
That's right.
Because we already talked about the penalty, which is what again, Angela?
50
What's it?
years. 1 year.
$50,000.
$50,000 1 year or up to 1 year or both, something like that.
Yes.
Oh, something like that. Okay.
$50,000 up to 1 year or both.
There you go. Say it with confidence. Cool beans. And so who wants to tell me what a deed of trust is?
I do.
Okay, Angela's your night. Come on. What's a deed of trust?
A deed of trust is, I don't know the correct definition, but it's like when you sign for a house, this is your promise to pay for the house. Your promise to pay the note.
Mhm. So what's the
Right.
three parties in a deed of trust?
I don't know that. The three parties?
Parties,
What would you say, the three parties?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. The lender, the buyer, and somebody else. Is it the underwriter thingy?
Trustee.
It's
Trustee.
trustee. Okay.
Trustee.
So it's the lender, the trustee, and the trustor who is the borrower. So who is the person that benefits the most out of that relationship?
Lender.
Lender.
Lender. And why?
Because they get the money.
Because
One
they're
person.
being paid.
Right, because they're gonna get their money either way, right? So
Yeah.
if the borrower pays every month, they're gonna get their money. And if the borrower doesn't pay their money every month, what happens?
They
They
can go
get
into
the property
foreclosure.
back.
Snatch
Go
it.
into foreclosure.
Right, they go into foreclosure. So how many days do they have to give this person to get themselves together before they foreclose?
45.
45 days.
45 days. So deed of trust, when you are actually doing a loan signing assignment, is one of those papers that you have to put your TIPIC stamp on. And your TIPIC stamp, you have to add the address and your license number. Okay, that and the note. Everything else. is
Question
just
about that.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you have to put your stamp on it. In Maryland, we don't have a number.
No, just your regular. No, just your regular notary stamp.
Oh, okay.
And then when you become a TIPIC, you do get a
Get a
license
TIPIC.
number.
Oh, you get a license. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So do you have to have a
In Maryland,
stamp? You gotta have a stamp,
you
or are
don't
you
have
just
to
writing?
have a stamp. You can actually stamp it and write that in, but you know, a lot of people wanted to look professional and it's already there. So
Right.
it's not a requirement to have
Okay.
a stamp.
You're gonna use that when you're doing signing.
It's only really two forms that need that stamp: the deed of trust and a note. So
Okay.
everything else is your regular stamp.
Okay.
Okay, it's just some people get it already prepared so it looks more professional.
So if you don't get a stamp with the the number, the certificate number, then you have to write that number.
You write it in and with your address.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I write mine in. I don't have a stamp, but you can get a stamp for all that information. So you're gonna have 2 stamps at the assignment.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said your address is on that too?
Yeah, you gotta put your address and your license number, your TIPIC license number.
Okay.
And
Your
this is
home
what
address?
your whatever your business address is. That's
Oh,
what you have to
okay.
put on there.
Okay.
Your business address. So it's your business, it's gonna be your regular stamp, your business address, and your TIPIC license number. Or you can have it all on one stamp. But it's only on 2 papers that I remember. It's the deed of trust and the note. Everything else is pretty much your basic notary stamp.
Notary stamp.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right, so what's the purpose of RESPA? RESPA. What does it stand for?
Dang.
Real estate.
Real Estate Settlement Procedure Act.
Okay, so Sharon, what's the purpose of RESPA? Why do they function? Sharon said, why are you calling me?
Like my second day in the group and you calling me. Okay.
That's okay. I call all of y'all. I don't care. I ain't scared y'all. So what we do here for fun, if you don't know the answer, just say, girl, I don't know the answer, and you call a friend. So you can look through all these people and see who you want to help you with the answer.
I think I got it. Is to protect the customer
From
fraud.
fraud. Okay. Misrepresentation. So give me 2 major ones.
If the title, I phone a friend. Kim,
Okay.
Faith, somebody.
This is Faith's
It
first day,
protects
so
you
don't
from
be doing that to
twisting
Faith.
and kickbacks.
Kickback. And what was the other one?
Oh, kickback. Oh yeah, that's right.
Twisting.
Kickback.
Twisting, false
That is true.
advertisement,
Okay.
misrepresentation.
Thank you, Kim.
inducement, Premium
You're welcome.
rebating. So it's a couple of those things that fall under that as well. So what is a kickback? One person. What's a kickback? Charlene, what's a kickback?
Dag, I knew you was getting ready to call my name. So that's when they getting something that's worth more than $50.
Right. They're trying to entice you to get your business, but over $50 is going to violate the law. So what type of things can you use, Charlene?
Mugs, pens, promotional items.
Right.
Under
as long as it doesn't
$50.
go over
As long as it
right?
doesn't go over $50.
Cool beans. Okay. What's the function of the commissioner? What are some of the things that he or she can do? Give me
To
one.
improve your the premium rates.
There you go, Kim. That was an easy one. We talk about that all the time. What's another one?
Revoke your license.
Revoke your license. Lordy, what else can they do? Delana, what else can the commissioner do?
Suspend you.
Yeah. Oh, you
What's
rubbing
the
your.
penalty on you?
No, you good. I'll leave you alone for right now. I'll leave you alone. So if the if the commissioner decided to indict you, who's the person that will prosecute you?
The attorney general.
Attorney General.
Attorney General.
General. Exactly. So Faith said, I know this answer, but I don't know the answer. See her, y'all. Like, I know it. I know
I
it.
got
Okay,
it wrong before.
huh?
I got it wrong. So I knew it, but it just wasn't coming to me.
Oh yeah, the attorney general is the one who actually prosecutes you, but the commissioner can't get you indicted.
Right.
Okay. So who can remember? Tell me the 4 elements of a valid contract.
Can I try? I want to do it with off
Go
memory.
ahead, D.
Acceptance.
No, what you gotta do first?
Huh?
What do you
Offer.
have to do first?
Offer.
Mm-hmm.
Acceptance. Legal.
That's a 4th one. You missed one.
No, wait, hold on. Offer acceptance. Oh my gosh. Offer
Start with a C.
commitment,
No,
consideration.
There you go.
Offer acceptance, consideration, and signature are legal.
Legal. Cool. Good girl. Good girl.
Thank you, Vivian.
You're welcome.
Oh, well, Vivian over there cheating again. Vivian is the official cheater of the group. I don't understand. Okay, so if you are a tip and you need to change your information, how many days do you have to tell the commissioner?
30.
30.
30 days. Okay, cool. So what's the two different types of title insurance?
Standard and extended.
Standard and extended. Cool. All right, so who are the two people that need title insurance, and why do you need title insurance? Let's
to
start with
cover
that
you
question.
from defects
These effects on what?
On the
on the
title.
insurance policy. Or
Uh-oh, get it right, Kim. You started off perfectly. What's the rest of that? Defects on your what? Defects on your what?
so you won't have no clouds or clouds or
There you go,
titles or
cloud on
defects.
title. Okay, cool. So tell me what a cloud on title, unless you want to pass it on to Tangi or somebody else who ain't spoken.
Yeah, let Tangi say something for a change.
Tangi, you able to talk? She wants to know. She wants you to tell everybody what is a cloud on title.
Cloud on titles is a defect that's on the title that needs to be cleared up.
Right, in order to get a policy. Give me an example of a few cloud on title.
Unpaid taxes, forgery, fraud. I'm sorry, it's a class going on behind me.
Go ahead, girl. We got you.
Fraud, missing heirs, tax lien.
Okay. Cool. That's good. So who's the person that goes down to the courthouse to find all this information?
Title research.
Title
Oh,
See, Kim better go pass her test next week because you're not gonna keep cutting people off. The title researcher. All right, so the title researcher goes down to the courthouse. How does he research the title?
Chronologically.
Chronologically, right. So how far back do they normally go? What's
Full
a long
search,
search?
60 years.
I mean, full search.
Years.
60
Partial
years.
is 12.
Partial is 12. Cool. Go ahead, girl. Partial is 12. So when you go down to the courthouse, what type of information is that considered actual notice or constructive notice?
Constructive.
Constructive notice. Why, Tangi? Because you want to roll.
Oh, hi.
Hey, girl. You want to roll. So constructive notice. Why is that considered? Why? What's constructive notice? Andrew, what are you over there doing? What is what is constructive notice? What is constructive notice?
I don't know the answer to that.
Uh-oh, who you talking to?
Oh, public information.
Secondhand information?
Yeah, it's secondhand or public information. So actual notice would be Kim saying, girl, you see my white shirt in my hair? Am I do done? Your hair look cute, Kim. Am I do done? That's actual notice. Okay, cool. Does anybody know what is the effective date of the title search? What's the effective date of a title search?
Last day, which it was run?
Run through. That run through is going to be your catchword. The last day is run through. What is the effective date of a deed?
The day was
The
recorded.
recording date.
Day it was recorded. Okay. So if Kim and I had the same deed somehow, but Kim went down to the courthouse and got it recorded before I did, what is that called?
Race
It's
notice.
notice.
Race notice.
So Kim is the winner because she actually recorded it first. I don't know how. But anyway, that's race notice. Okay, cool. Race notice. So my husband and I got married. We bought a house. What type of ownership do I have?
Joint tenancy?
Joint tenancy.
What?
Like the entirety.
Entirety.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
who told me the wrong who told me the wrong answer?
I did.
Angela. And Angela.
Angela.
It
Oh,
was two
Lord,
of
Angela,
us.
you was on the roll too. Okay, so
Yes.
you have to be married, right? And that is the tenancy that's reserved for that is again what?
Joint tenancy.
What?
Oh,
said
no, I can't
that?
remember.
Entirety.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all hear me talking like Portia. Who said that? Who said that? If you're watching Housewives of Atlanta, you anyway, so yeah, that's tenants by the entirety. So that's reserved. You have to be married. So what happens if you decided to get divorced? What happens to that ownership?
It goes back to Tennessee and common.
Tenants in common. Good. So, but if they were still married, but the husband passed away, what happens to the property?
It goes to the wife.
And it's under what rule?
Right of survivorship.
Right of survivorship. Charlene was thinking.
I had to think about it for a second.
Oh,
Kim
I
can't
couldn't
help
think of the
herself.
word.
Kim can't help herself. Right of survivorship. Cool. What is the other tenancy that has right of survivorship?
in
Joint.
I'm gonna
Is
be
it
quiet.
tenants? Is it tenants by entirety?
Well, tenancy by entirety is one of them. What's another one that has rights of survivorship? Testosterone, where you at? Where's testosterone?
You talking about me?
You don't man.
Oh, sorry, Delano, where are you?
All right, I'm right here.
Okay, so what's the other, outside of tenants by the entirety, what's the other tenancy that has right of survivorship?
Joint tenancy?
Are you asking me or are you doing it? A little bit of both.
I'm just saying joint tenancy sounds right.
Joint tenancy. Okay, so what are the 4 things that you need to have joint tenancy? There's 4 things you have to have in order for it to be joint tenancy. What are they? It's TTIP.
Oh.
Title,
Who you want?
insurance, possession.
It don't matter. Sharon, are you talking? No. Who was that saying? Somebody was talking.
I was, but I stopped when I saw the gentleman talking.
Delano.
Oh no, I was just asking her what she was talking to me. I know it's title, time, possession, and interest. I believe it is.
Right. They have to possess at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the rest of it?
I said
TT.
title.
I need you to say it a little slower. So the first T is time. They got to
Title.
possess it at the same time, right? Oh, sorry,
Yes.
title. I need to follow you.
Time.
Time. Yep.
Possession.
Yeah.
And interest.
Interest. Okay.
and possession.
Cool. So they have to have all 4 of those at the same time in order for you to have joint tenancy. Correct?
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
said that's the other tenancy that has right of survivorship?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So joint. No. Yeah. What's the other one?
Joint tenancy and
Tenancy in
Tenancy
common.
Tenants in common.
No, not that one. Tenancy in
Tenants.
common. Tenancy in common is probate or right of survivorship.
Right of survivorship.
No, it's probate.
I think it's probate.
It's
It's
probate.
probate.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It's probate. I ain't get to say that's wrong. But no, it is probate. And also, what's the last type of tenancy?
Sole
Tenancy,
ownership.
entirety,
Oh,
tenancy.
Ownership. So, sole
Yeah.
ownership has what type of you got right of survivorship or probate?
I'd say probate.
Probate.
Probate. What is probate?
Had to
You
go
have
to
to go to
court.
court.
Go to court to see who gets what, right? Or fight over
Right.
who gets what. Okay, cool. So when you file bankruptcy, what court do you go to?
Bankruptcy
court.
court.
And if any of y'all get that wrong with y'all test, there's going to be
What court?
bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy. Okay.
That was kind of a beginning. All right, bankruptcy court. Tell me one type of unfair claim settlement practice. Give me one example. So this is on
Refuse to
page
pay.
40. So I need y'all to study page 40 to 41. Some of us our pages may be different, depends on when we got our stuff from Lisa. But when you said what, Kim?
Refuse to pay.
Refuse to pay. Is that all the whole thing? Because you're reading it. So that's the whole thing it says?
No, I that's in my, I'm not reading.
Okay. So give me another example, somebody of an unfair claim settlement practice.
Is that right? Misrepresentation, something.
Misrepresent
What'd you say,
something.
Charlene? What'd she say?
I said misrepresentation.
Oh,
They misrepresent something. All right, I need y'all to go back and read those. I ain't gonna say it no more. I told y'all study these 2 pages, 40, 41, okay? You should at least give me one without reading.
I ain't read. Did I get it right?
You said misrepresent, but that's all you said.
Oh.
God dang. Can I get a whole other sentence? Okay, so I need y'all to
So
study.
Pam,
Angela.
can you tell me what's on 40 and 41, please? Or did we
My
already?
40 and 41 is unfair claim settlement practices.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You got Elaine's book. So we're talking about unfair claim settlement. So it says like fail to acknowledge an act with reasonable promptness or refuse to pay a claim, like Kim said, attempt to settle a claim based on application. So those are some of the things they have down as unfair claims.
Okay, thank you.
Sharon, Sharon, you not in this group? You not using, what's that girl name? Lisa's book? Sharon?
I don't even know who Lisa is.
You don't know what is?
Lisa.
Oh, do you? Okay, don't look at this, Lisa. You have the training exchange or you have the
No.
trusted agent?
I had the Maryland Land and Title Association.
Oh, so in your section, in your book somewhere, do you have anything about unfair claim settlement practices? Because most of the stuff I'm saying should just be based across the board.
You saying
That's
this
why I
book?
don't really use. Yeah, I had a book, girl. That's the first book I bought. It was just too much. It hurt my head. I couldn't do it. I turned around. I spent $80-something with that book, and then turn around and bought Lisa's. I couldn't do that book. So I'm good. Just be honest. So just listen real quick, and then maybe with the look at the video.
I'm gonna have to write it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
look
go.
up unfair claim settlement.
Okay.
Okay. And what's going to help you is to study the vocabulary list. Okay.
Okay.
That's across the board. That's why I don't really read verbatim out the book, because some of us have different versions of Lisa's course because she changed it.
Okay.
So you'll see me. I'm not really reading. I'm just skimming through the book.
Lisa, don't come for me. I'm sorry. I didn't know about your class until after I had paid my money.
I don't know if she looks at this stuff, but just in case you do, we're not gonna say that. All right, so give me the trust that is connected with attorneys. It says attorneys are specifically required to maintain an attorney trust account for all trust money deposits. Trust money must be deposited into what type of account?
Extra.
No. IOTA.
IOTA.
Yeah.
IOLTA. So as far as commission is concerned, can it be split between the underwriter and the tip?
Yes, yes.
Right, it's not considered illegal. It says commissions may be paid to insurance producers for procuring business. Fee splitting among the title insurer and their agents does not violate Maryland law. So what's the relationship between the title producer and the underwriter?
The principal and agent.
Principal and agent. Principal and agent. Okay, so if the lender's policy and the borrower's homeowner's policy, the owner's policy is purchased at the same time, what is that called?
Simultaneous.
Simultaneous issue. All right, so the reissue rate, when you meet that, what is the discount rate?
40%.
When you qualify for that, 40%.
40%.
Some of y'all like, what? We just got told you your head gonna hurt. Look at the thing. This is on page 45 for those who have Lisa's book. And this is called simultaneous issue rate. But the key word is right there. What does simultaneous mean?
Same time.
At the same time. So if you know that word, that's why I said know your vocabulary words. It can help you with the answer at the same time. Okay. Okay, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me find some more stuff. Ooh. All right. Can somebody tell me what is ABA, affiliate business? Something. I forgot. Affiliate business. What is affiliate business? Oh shoot, what's the last A? Anybody know what I'm talking about? No, we can skip it. Anyway, okay, so I died without a will means what?
Intestate.
Intestate. And so how many years does the state have to try to contact my heirs? Oh, why don't I put my finger?
3, right?
3 years.
If y'all ain't catch it, I gave you the answer. Hold on. They have 3 years to contact an heir. So if they don't find an heir, it's considered abandoned or someone. What can they do with that property?
Achievement.
It's treatment. They can take it, right?
Yes.
And that's a treatment. That's Delano's word. Delano should know it's cheating. Right, Delano?
Why do I know that one?
You do know it or you don't know it?
I'm just saying, why should I know that one?
Because I always ask you to tell me about his cheat. So if you don't know about now, something wrong.
Oh, okay.
You don't know it, Delano?
I reckon that means die without a
I
will.
reckon.
Testing. I reckon.
You sleepy, Delano?
Uh,
Or you just done with us? You tired or you done? Which one is it?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh Lord.
Nah.
What is the only escrow account that can be commingled?
Maryland Housing.
MAHT.
Yeah. Trust.
Maryland.
What is the second word?
Authority.
Nope.
Wow.
Maryland
Affordable.
Affordable Trust.
Affordable.
Housing Trust,
It's
right.
the only escrow account that can be commingled. What does commingle mean?
Combined.
It can be combined. That's the
Right.
only one. All right, so it says commingling of funds is allowed when interest generated is less than $50. MAHT was created to promote affordable housing. Okay, just giving y'all some quick stuff. So if I had 2 documents that I had to submit to the courthouse, what type of form do I have to utilize?
The Maryland intake sheet.
Intake sheet. So if I had 3 documents, what do I have to do?
You're going to use that intake sheet with a addendum.
Addendum. Okay, cool. What color ink do I need to use?
Black.
Black. How many copies do I need to make?
4.
4. Maryland intake sheet is that was your answer, Delana? I just see fingers moving. That's on page 53. So it says the intake sheet was created to expedite recording and provide uniformity to the process statewide. So what organization creates those forms? Hi, Tanya. Alta creates these forms for really title insurance companies, and it's used to create uniformity. Let me read this. Maryland insurance laws were enacted to protect the public's interest in matters of insurance. The work of title producers, agents, and insurers are governed by Maryland Annotated Code and the Code of Maryland Regulations, COMAR, C-O-M-A-R. COMAR addresses issues of escrow accounting and escrow reporting. In addition to the Maryland Annotated Code and COMAR, the actions of the title insurance agents are regulated by federal law, common law, and law created as a result of court decisions. I just wanted to read that. Okay, so next, let's see what else we got here. We went through all that. So if I'm a non-resident business or a non-resident individual, how do they calculate my Maryland withholding taxes? What is the
You want the
Maryland withholding law? What's the Maryland withholding law? How do they calculate it?
On the total.
The total.
Right, it's based on total payment, right? So how much is it for a non-resident business?
8.25%.
Good. How much is it for a non-resident individual?
8 point,
Yep, you're right. It says a non-resident that sells or transfer real property and associated tangible personal property are subject to a withholding tax. What is the purpose of the Maryland Department of Assessment and Taxation?
your property tax,
Taxes.
Right. What do? They come out and do what to your land?
assess your land.
Assess your land.
Taxes, yeah.
Yeah. When there are multiple owners, withholdings are required for each of the non-resident owners based on the percentage of the total payment. I answer that. So if you qualify for the first-time home buyers program, who pays your taxes?
Seller.
The
The
tax.
seller.
The seller pays 25%.
Wait a minute, who said the wrong answer? Who wants to admit it? It is the seller, but somebody was saying something else. Nobody wants to admit it. Okay, you know when we play this back, I'm gonna find out who it is. So if you were married and tried to apply for the home buyers program, but you found out that your spouse had bought a house through that program years ago, as a couple, are y'all still qualified to participate in the first time home buyers program?
Negative.
No.
Negative. Right. All right. Let's talk about homestead tax credit, which is on page 57. It says an increase in a taxable assessment cannot exceed 10%. Says to help homeowners deal with large assessment increases on their principal residence, state law has established a home property tax credit. I'm not sure. The homestead credit limits the increase in tangible assessments each year to a fixed percentage. Every county and municipality in Maryland is required to limit taxable assessment increases to 10% or less each year. I just felt like reading that. So we went over RISPA. Oh, here's what it was. Affiliate business arrangements. What is that? What is affiliate business arrangements? We see it all the time. People always trying to get you to buy stuff through their affiliate link, right? So what does that mean? You just made a kind of a partnership with someone else? Nobody want to answer? Okay, affiliate can only change for service actually rendered. The only other thing of value that can be received is a return on the ownership of the affiliate. Because when you're doing a loan signing package, they do have a sheet that you have to show the borrower that who they're affiliated with. So they could be, title company could be affiliated with Bank of America as a lender. So they do give them a form showing them who are their affiliate business partners. Okay, what is a HELOC?
Home equity
HELC.
line of credit.
Equity line of credit.
So is that open or ended? Open-ended credit?
Open-ended.
Open or ended. Y'all must be sleepy like Delaney. So it's a second mortgage, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, it is a
All right.
second.
So if you had a mobile home, how do you make that a real property?
Take off the wheels.
Take off the wheel.
Axles, the wheels.
Axle, the
Register
wheel.
it.
In the tow bar.
What? And then what else you gotta do?
You have to register it.
You gotta do what? You gotta register it?
That's what I said. You have to take off everything and then you still have to
You gotta
register it.
de-title it. You gotta
Yeah, well, that's what I
de-title it.
meant. D-title. You know what I meant.
Okay, go ahead, put that on your test and see if you fail or pass. But you de-title, you take it to the motor vehicles and you get it.
You're not gonna laugh at me, Sade.
You get on my nerves. And so if you put it on land, that makes it real property. So what is real property? Real property.
Unmovable.
Unmovable. It is the land and anything that's on the land that's unmovable. So it could be the in-ground swimming pool, could be the car garage, could be a well. You got it? That's real property. What's personal property?
Movable.
Movable. Things you can move. So give me some examples of movable, of personal property. I mean.
A couch,
Couch,
bed.
Desk,
TV,
chair.
desk, chair. But if you were in a if you had a dental equipment in your house, is that personal property or is it real property?
If you put what?
Like like my daughter's a dentist. So if she had created a dental area in her basement, but she decided to move,
It's personal.
is that personal property or real
personal.
property?
Personal.
Why?
Because she can move it when
She can move it when she wants. Yeah, she can take it with her wherever she
She
go.
can't. It's actually part of her business, so she can't do her business if she leaves it at the house, right?
Right.
So even though they bolted down, you know, most of that stuff is bolted down. At that time, it's real, but it's actually personal property because it has to go with her because it's a business. What would you over there thinking, Faith? Because you was thinking hard. You was trying to figure out something.
Trying to figure out the technicality of it. Is it bolted down or if it not bolted down? But you answered it, I guess.
Yeah, they do bolt it down, but it's still considered personal property because it's part of her business.
Right, and you're not selling the business. So
Right.
Okay.
So it can go with you. It got to go with you. Tiller, Whisper. It says the TRID rule doesn't apply to HELOCs, reverse mortgages, and mobile home loans. It says for more than 30 years, the TILA, TILA, and RISPA mortgage disclosures were administered separately. In 2010, the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act transferred authority over TILA and RISPA to the Bureau and directed the Bureau to create rules and model disclosures that combine the disclosures required under the TILA into a single integrated disclosure for mortgage loan transactions covered by those laws. Y'all can read that on your own. I'm tired of reading all that already. Most closed and consumer mortgage loan, the rule applies to, sorry, let me not read that. What is a closing disclosure? Because see, all this stuff y'all should have read because this is part of 1 and 2 modules. Y'all supposed to read this by now. What's a closing disclosure? Not you, Vivian, because I know you know. Vivian said, I know this one. I saw it on her. She was about to tell y'all too. So what is a closing disclosure? Sharon, so silly. What's a closing disclosure? First of all, it's a form. Y'all got to start from the beginning. Closing disclosure is a form. What's the purpose of that form? Closing disclosure. What are they disclosing?
The
terms of the loan.
Yeah, the terms of the loan,
the APR, all that other great stuff. Okay, this gives you all the numbers, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, you want to know what the numbers are. So the closing disclosure discloses all the information you need about your payments and all that great stuff. So when are you supposed to give this to the consumer?
3 days before.
3 days prior to settlement.
Right, 3 days before. But so if they don't give it to them in 3 days, what's the penalty?
They don't pay any taxes on that first month. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they get 30 days.
I think it's not taxes, but it's interest.
Interest. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
interest.
pay no interest for 30 days.
For 30 days. I'll say, all right, cool. The closing disclosure form replaced the HUD-1. What is HUD-1? When do they have to get the HUD-1 form?
1 day.
1 day before settlement. It also replaced the revised truth in lending disclosure designed by the board under TILA. The closing disclosure form contains additional new disclosures required by the Dodd-Frank Act and detailed accounting and settlement transaction. Y'all can read the rest for yourself. Read all that stuff. Provisions of the disclosure, limits on the disclosure. Oh, okay. So if I was on a terrorist list, what form would help the lender find this out?
The Patriot Act.
U.S. Patriot Act. So this form, they don't fill out, you verify them by their identity that they gave to them, okay? That they give to you and me. Y'all got that? So it's nothing you notarizing, but you're just verifying the identification. So make sure you do a great job of that. What's an easement?
Ability to come in and out.
Right, give me an example of an easement. Anybody? Everybody?
Sidewalk.
Driveway, sidewalk, alleyway, all that great stuff. What's an encroachment?
Underground railroad.
What? What's she say? Encroachment. Encroachment.
When
And you also
Encroachment
cross property.
when you
property
crossing
illegally.
over
Is
somebody
that
else's
trespassing?
property.
Yeah.
I heard
Like
all
if
of
my-
y'all. So Tanya, say it again, because you was
I
actually
said
loud.
trespassing.
Right. So encroachment is trespassing. So if your neighbor's fence is in your yard, over, in your yard, that's trespassing. That's encroachment. But if you never complained about them utilizing that, and after 20 years, what happens with that fence?
It becomes their property.
Becomes their property.
Through what process?
Adverse possession.
Adverse possession. Because they use it in your face, you ain't say nothing. They hop the fence and all that stuff for 21 years, 20 years. 20 years and 1 month. So yeah, technically it's theirs. Okay, we did most of the stuff. We actually talk about more things than y'all know through this book. I'll just be asking y'all questions. All right. Let me see if I can find some stuff. So we got about 2 more minutes, y'all. I got to go today. All right, so who remembers what the 4 governmental powers are? And what's the acronym?
Pete.
P.
Okay, y'all, let the newbies write this down. PETE. P. 4 governmental powers. Who wants to tell me what they are? Tangi? I think you popped in.
P, policy power.
Huh?
E,
Who?
can you hear me?
What'd you wait a minute? That was wrong.
Police
P-
powers. I mean, police
Police
powers.
power. You know,
Yeah.
everybody was like, what?
I know, right? I'm thinking about
She
something
said
else.
policy power.
E,
Even
eminent
Ta-
domain.
If Tanya was going to you know, Tanya was about to beat you up. She said, what? So she got me
It's
saying
police.
wrong.
Okay, let me start over. P for police powers.
Police
E.
powers.
E, eminent domain.
What is eminent domain?
When the government takes your property, to convert it to public for public use,
And what they have to do?
for compensation.
They have to compensate you. Correct. What's the next one?
T for taxation,
Mm-hmm.
and E for escheatment.
Okay. Tell everybody what is escheatment again.
Escheatment is when when the government has the right to take your take your property, I'm sorry. When they
After
cheat
what?
you out of your property, 3 years.
Yeah, but what provisions do they have to follow?
They have to, that's if they can't find any heirs.
Right.
They're right.
Cool beans. So what is ingress? The word is right there at the beginning.
Guys without a will.
What?
Oh,
I did
dang.
not say no.
Enter.
I
You
did
didn't
not
say
intestate.
intestate. You right.
I
I'm
said
tired.
ingress.
The right to enter.
The right to
The
enter.
right to enter. What's egress?
Is that a decomer?
Yes.
The right to
Right
exit.
to exit.
The right to exit.
I don't, and I meant to bring it back out.
All right, so Angel, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Anyway, so after the title researchers gets all that information, who do they give that information to? The title researcher got all the information about the clouds on titles. He creates a report. Who does he give that report to?
The title insurance producer.
The title insurance producer. And there's something that happens before that, in the middle, but What does the title insurance producer create with that report?
A,
I know what that is.
Jesus. I said it yesterday. Oh my
Right
gosh.
there. It has 3 schedules in it.
Title commitment.
Title
Title
commitment.
commitment.
Title commitment.
All right, so what's the 3 schedules?
A, B1, and B2.
A, B1, and B2.
Yeah.
All right, so what would you find in Schedule A?
The description, the overview of the policy.
Right, so you'll find the borrower's name, you'll find the title company's name, also like if you hey Faye, somebody got to put the thing on mute. You'll see how much the lender is covering. You'll see the description of the property, what type of property, be a leasehold estate or fee simple. So those are some of the things you'll find in Schedule A. What you won't find in Schedule A.
Social
Social
Security.
Security.
Social Security number. What would you find in B1? Who wants to tackle that?
You'll find
B1.
Kim. Tangi beat you.
Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead,
being
Tangi.
quiet.
Go ahead, Kim. You can go, girl.
Come on, Tangi. I know Kim know this. So what would you gonna find in B1?
In B1, you find clause on title, conditions and requirements.
And so it's requirements. That's what I want you to hear.
Requirements.
I wanted you to say. So B1 is requirements. So what's the provisions on requirements?
What's the what?
Why do you need? What happens with the requirements? Why is it called requirements? What is required?
Because it's things that are required.
Why? What's required? What is a requirement?
I guess I'm gonna take a stab.
Kim know it. All right, Kim. I'm gonna phone you, Kim. Why is this considered requirements? What is it?
Because they have to be met before you could get the policy.
Right. You have to clear up those clouds on title before you can be issued a policy. Okay. Because B1 is only in your title commitment. There's no B1 in your policy because you've already cleared up everything that's in that section. Okay. What's in B2?
Exceptions.
Exceptions. Charlene, give me 2 examples of exceptions.
Easement.
Yep.
I don't know.
All right. Who you want to help you?
It don't matter.
Okay.
Kim over there bopping her head. So.
All right, Kim. She said an easement. And what's another one?
Survey.
Can anybody tell me another one?
Title commitment.
What?
I don't know.
Fraud or forgery.
I don't
We're
know.
talking about title commitment. Okay.
I mean,
it could be the mechanic lien. Okay. So those are the type of things that go in requirement. So there is a word that's pretty much a loophole because the requirement, not requirements, exceptions are things that the underwriter is not supposed to cover, right? But there is a loophole that they utilize to get around that. What's that word? You can modify the policy with this word. This word modifies the policy. Y'all owe me $1,000. Nobody know this answer? Endorsement.
Endorsements, I was gonna say.
Endorsements let you modify the policy. It's pretty much like a loophole. Because those things that are in exceptions, you're not supposed to cover. Right? But if you get an endorsement, okay, what's another one? I give y'all 2 more. Okay, so the title researcher has done all the research, and he went back 60 years. What is the history of the title called?
Chain of title.
Chain of titles. Who said that? Angela.
Yeah.
Okay, girl. Chain of titles. So it's actually a list, okay? Chain of title is a list of the history of the titles, okay? Because sometimes things are forms. This one is a list. Like, what's a form? Like a deed of trust is a form, but this is a list. A list of the history of the title. We talk about race notice. Okay, y'all. What's the quickest way to get rid of a cloud on title?
Pay your bills.
Pay the bills. What's the second way? It's a
Quick claim deed.
quick claim deed. So
claim.
what is a quick claim deed, Kim? See, Kim don't answer, but she don't know the answer. You ever notice that?
Y'all never talk about me like that.
Selling a property as is.
Yeah, well, you're not selling it. You really just transferring. You giving the
Well,
rights to somebody else. It's like
right.
the as is. You give it to them as is. You're not selling them. You just really take a piece of paper and sign it over to a person. But
It's
you really
the least amount of protection.
It's the least amount of protection. Like, yo, this is as is. I don't know what happened to it. If anything happened, anything come up on shoulder, you on your own, right? So which one gives you no protection?
That's trustee deed.
Trustee deed. Trustee deed gives you no protection, whatever. And that's usually when you have bankruptcy or like foreclosures, those type of things, you'll have a trustee deed. Which deed gives you total coverage all the way back to the original owner?
General warranty.
General warranty deed gives you coverage all the way back to the original owner. What's the special thing about special warranty deed? What's so special about special warranty deed?
Claims against the current owner.
Right. It gives you guarantee I can only guarantee you for what happened during the time I had this title, right?
Yes.
What's the duration of the lender's policy?
As long as that current title is it not the title? The I know what I want to say. So if the owner refinances.
No, just
right?
answer the question.
I can't.
Okay, I'll let you answer your way. Maybe you're gonna circle back to the question.
I know what I want to say. I know what the answer is. I just can't say it.
So you was giving me an example. So let me listen to your example. Go ahead.
If the owner renews the policy, then they have to, like when they do a refinance, right? Am I right?
Yeah, okay, what about it?
I forgot. I'm having a moment.
Okay, that's 60 seconds. I can't get back. All right, Charlene. So who you want to help you get the answer together?
I think Tangi know this one.
Tangi said what the what?
What was the question again?
Oh Lord, she really having a blonde moment. You really showing up your blonde today, Tangi.
Yes.
Okay. I forgot the question. Oh, what's the duration of the lender's policy? How long does it last?
The lender's policy until I'm just gonna throw a stab at it until the policy to the house paid off. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. So as long as there's interest in the land, you was right there, Charlene. As long as they have interest in the land,
okay,
they need a title policy. All right, but once that homeowner pays up the policy, he pays
it off. Okay.
I'm sleeping there. Pays it off, then they no longer need a policy on that home. How long does the owner's policy last?
For as long as the owner is alive. Is that right?
Well, as long as they have the house.
As long as they had a house.
And who else does it cover?
Policy.
The heirs.
Yep, it covers them and their heirs. True beings. So what's the most common policy to purchase?
Lenders.
lenders and why?
If
Because
you
they're the
want to
ones
pick
that
what
keep-
term of settlement.
No, because Charlene needs to answer this because she was actually on the track to say what she meant.
Oh, well, you did.
No. I'm just going, Kim. Don't act like that. So Charlene, you was on the track. So I forgot what I was gonna say. So Charlene, back to you.
Okay.
Okay, so when a person refinances,
Mhm.
they don't have to get a new policy. The only person who needs to get a new policy is the lender, and they're going to get it
Correct.
based on like if they start at 100,000, but they refinance and they only owe like 80,000, they have to get a new policy with the 80,000.
Right.
Okay, you was on the right. You know what you're talking about. You just couldn't get out.
I couldn't get it out.
You couldn't get out. What's the title?
It is.
It shows ownership.
Ownership. Exactly. Did I leave Miss D gone or something? 'Cause she ain't said nothing about 2 hours.
D there.
I'm just saying she ain't said nothing in a while.
My twin ain't been talking.
No, what's wrong with y'all today? All right, so and when y'all start reading this book, you'll really realize we talking about most of this stuff. See, if y'all read, you think you would know that you know more than you think you know. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So that's it for tonight as far as going over that stuff. Does anybody have a specific question? I'm giving y'all 15 more minutes. Any specific question that we can hopefully answer today? Oh, y'all ain't got none? Okay, good night.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut my book down because I ain't gonna ask, I ain't gonna keep asking now. I'm tired and hungry. Any specific questions? So my suggestion is to most of y'all, you should have read 1 and 2 by now. Y'all newbies, read your module 1. If you study the vocabulary words, it will help you tremendously. If y'all didn't know, I do have a Maryland Coins Notary Show YouTube channel, which has tendencies. It has title commitments, vocabularies. We've done all kind of videos that's going to help you. Because a lot of people say they're too busy, but if you're driving somewhere, you have time to study. Okay, because you can just play the videos and teach yourself that way.
I didn't know you were in the lane. I didn't know you were in the lane with partners at one time.
What? What'd you say, Delano?
I said I didn't know you in the lane with partners at one time.
Oh, she was my adopted Mary Kay Southerner when I was in my 20s. Yeah, long time ago. She didn't. Huh?
My wife sells Mary Kay. I was showing her that video. I said, you know any of these people?
Now don't be promoting your stuff. Don't be promoting your wife. That's $30. I'm just playing. Yeah, so I can teach you a lot of stuff. I was a sales director for a long time. I can send you back your draws. Oh yeah, I had 2 cars and I didn't have the pink car because Mary Kay has like 7 different cars, so I had like 2 of them. Yeah, I was good at it. I don't want to, but then they changed the rules, and no, I didn't want to follow the rules. I was because I want to be in business to benefit me, not to benefit them. And so when they changed their rules, I was like, oh, I'm out.
That's what I told her. I said you should start your own product line.
Yeah, because
she ain't listening.
Their rules now, you got to jump through hoops. Nah, I'm not doing that. So, yeah, but it's a good business if you want to follow the rules. I did.
Yeah, and now you dancing to your own beat.
Dance to my own beat. Yeah, I sure do. This is more me. I don't follow rules too well. I can tell. All right, so y'all got a few more. I'm telling y'all, nobody has any questions. That means that it was a good day. Y'all give yourself. Oh, let me turn this thing off.
I got a question.
Oh, D. Dang on, D. We was almost out of here, but go ahead.
It's not about this. It's about this, but not about this. Well, I missed y'all. I got questions. Like, no.
Okay.
Two quick questions. You don't need to have a TIPIC license to do refinance, right? Yes or no?
Do. Yes, you do.
You do.
Yeah, because in a refinance, there's a deed of trust, so you need a TIPIC license. Somebody used to tell me that you didn't need it for a loan modification, but you do, because there's a deed of trust and a loan modification. But you can do like quit claim deeds, and then reverse mortgages. They have a pre-application. You can do a pre-application because there's no notarization. Okay, so if you know lenders or whoever, start talking to them, because there's certain documents that you can do without your TIPIC.
And that was my next question. How do you get in touch with people to let them know you're available to notarize those documents until you get your TIPIC license or certificate?
Some signing companies let you sign up without a TIPIC license. And then the rest of that, you have to self-market. Because I know one day I sat here and I wrote this little email and I sent it to some title companies. But now I need to actually talk to them because I only got like 2 responses. But hey, and one of them told me, come back when you get to 100 signers. I said, well, I'll see you soon then. Shoot, don't be playing with me. I ain't nowhere near there, but I ain't want to tell him that.
Okay.
You know, they'll brush you off. So this is when you become a self-market and you find out who you know, who knows who. Because I'm telling you, it's all about networking and finding out who knows who. You know somebody that's connected.
Okay.
Like my first direct came from somebody I'm connected to. It wasn't something I did.
Got you.
Well, it was something, you know, you networking, but I got it through her for real.
Okay.
So this is a relationship networking business, truthfully. But if you push and be pleasantly persistent, somebody's gonna give you a chance. Okay. And I was always say start with the relationship, should be starting with the realtor or the real estate agent, because they are the people who can actually give you that chance and tell the title insurance producer they want you to be their closer. So there's all kind of parts, food chain. Either the real estate agent, you need to find somebody that's in the title company, you need to find somebody that's a lender. Am I missing something else, Delano?
Yeah, an investor. I have a friend that's an investor.
And an investor.
Yeah.
So there's all kind of ways. Those people, you got to start developing a relationship with them now. Anything else you want to say, Delano? Because Delano got the juice. He don't share. Delano, you got 10 minutes to share your juice. I'm going to turn this off so you can tell your juice, okay? All right, guys. So this is Powerhouse Pam Waters with the Maryland Coins TIPIC Study Buddy Group. We see y'all. Say good night. Don't forget to subscribe and also join our Maryland Family Facebook group. Have a good evening. Share, comment, subscribe. Good night. Good night.